Hey guys, the one and only Captain Rendrag. Welcome to Halloween on Military Street, and we return to beautiful downtown Providence. And you can see up there some of the artwork on some of these very, very old buildings. Do yourself a favor, definitely walk the streets of Providence, look up at some of this very old architect, and appreciate this. And of course, keep an eye on yourself inside there. But there are many scary stories within these walls, keeping in mind the decades of and the centuries of people inside this. And it's, of course, is home to the one and only C.M. Eddy, but it's also home to H.P. Lovecraft, and Mr. Poe visited these streets because his love interest, Miss Lenore, was here in Providence as well. So it is etched in history that you wouldn't believe. Not only is Providence the birthplace of freedom religion, it's a pretty little BA little city. It's also where we start our discussions about overtaking the British. And right here is a perfect example of spookiness. This is the original major hospital in Providence. It was constructed in 1867, right after the American Civil War. I don't know what's inside there now, but can you imagine if those halls can speak? I mean, there were so many veterans from the Civil War that were stationed there, and we're right at the brink of, modern medicine starting to take off certain things, and of course, experimental surgeries, the screaming inside there, the pain and the suffering in that building, and the healing as well. So if those walls could speak, and if I could get into that structure with my ghost investigation, I would love to. Like I said, it was constructed in 1867. Very little to nothing done on the outside other than cleaning it. You can see it's still in pristine shape with some of those carvings. They did a really great job with that. And then we return back to this building right here. Not really sure what it is. I do have a book to see what it is because it's got something really cool carved on the top. My camera was not able to zoom in. That is part of the RISD constructions now. You can see the RISD buildings right next to it. And of course, in front there is a good old-fashioned Patuxent River, which they do water fires in. And when that comes up, I'll let you guys know, because I will be down there as Captain Rendrag. One event in one shape or form, either the Chuckles that I portray will be there, hopefully not the one that takes over my body. We don't want to be around that one. But I definitely be down there in some shape or form, and you guys can come down and see me. I'll be telling some stories about spooky stories about Providence, and some pirateering stories as well, so that should be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. If you guys, like I said, Providence, beautiful little gem of Rhode Island, you're always finding something new. And going right back to that hospital, it's like I really enjoyed that thing. You can see the carvings in that. It is unique, and as it even goes up one more layer, you can see above the windows has the carvings in that. And keep it in mind, this isn't time when doing this stuff. Like, they don't have the modern conveniences we do now when they're carving this stuff, when they're building these scrapers. Some hardcore work put into these structures, just like Fort Adams in Rhode Island. See, look at that. Look at the carvings on that. And 1867 is the age of that, and it is the original major hospital before Rhode Island Hospital would go up on the other end. So this was the things inside there. I guarantee you those floors are soaked in blood, and those walls are soaked in the echoes of screams, and there's definitely some people that pass. I wonder where the funeral home is down there. And then you can see the outline of the city. Great statue there. A little funny ha-ha thing. Myself and my brother Josh one day were climbing on top of that, being disrespectful. That was not the funny thing. The funny thing is that we had stopped two gentlemen from making love up there. So we kind of were blocking the sexual intercourse, let's just put it that way. So they were not happy with me at that point.
Oh, look at this beautiful time machine that we constructed. Yeah, we did a good job. We did. And the urn that we got from Cthulhu, and your spells and your efforts to help build this beautiful beautiful wrestling ring? This is gonna be fun! So what are we doing with this, anyways? Well, it's a surprise for Captain Rendrag. We figured he loves history, so let's not have battles. Yeah, can you imagine, just imagine, a World War II soldier taking on a Roman gladiator? How are we gonna do that in here? There's not enough space in this room. Well, that's where the urn comes in right there. That beautiful piece right there that was donated by Cthulhu. It turns them into inanimate objects, toys. This could be interesting. Yeah, it could. And I got one more surprise for you guys. I got someone to help us with this.
I'm Bob, backwards bunny who travels in time, I do.
Yeah, that's Bob. And we're sorry, girls, if we said the name wrong. But that's his name for the show, okay? So you can tell us this later. Yeah, so Bob? Yeah, he's gonna go back in time and help us get these guys and gather them up. We gotta be careful, though, because Bob's not the brightest. So whenever he gathers them and turns them into toys, hopefully he gets the right ones. What do we do about Chuckles, though?
Me no mad or scared of Chuckles. I fight him. In his ring. We shrink him the toy. We put him in here.
That would be so funny if that happened. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, I don't either. So when are we gonna try this? Well, why not the next episode? Perfect.
The president just called. He said he needed to drop some explosive presents over to Korea, the north one, not the south one.
We about to get drunk and fly this shit over there.
North Korea was saying something about having a big red button on their desk. Well, they're about to feel the full force of American fucking freedom. The whole squad pulled up. I think the president got Rasta Monkey and the stormtrooper up here with us.
What? May they escape the baby mama today.
Normally I'm for the Empire. Today I fight for freedom.
We just reached the target destination, and we about to drop some presents off to these fuckers.
Big red button, my ass. How about big fucking freedom explosion?
These fuckers didn't know why we don't have free healthcare, but now they're not even around to know.
Comment down below which country needs some more freedom, and we will send it over there.
Oh, Chuckle, I heard the whole thing. The gnomes, they are playing with a time machine. They want to turn you into a toy. They think you can. This is not good. They're not following your orders. What should I do next, boss? Just curious.
Welcome back, guys, to Halloween on Military Street. And sorry for the interruptions there, but that guy looks like he's up to no good. Remember to like, subscribe. The more you guys like and sub this stuff, it moves it on and helps me out with my numbers. This building in front of me has a great deal of history in front of us. Now, this is in front of RISD as well, in front of the museum. It is the very first area where they brought the goods in through Providence to weigh them and everything. So it's the very first one to deal with that. And it's also the very first courthouse. It's got a lot of deep history to it, including housing meetings for Templars back in the ancient times, inside of, not ancient time, the Rev War times, right here. So the Templars were setting up in here, you know, right around the Revolutionary War times as well. Weird to think that, because the Templars worked for the Catholic Church, so the fact that they had their presence in there was kind of unique one, to say the least. Now, this building also is not too far from where they say Providence did their protest to the T and throwing it in the Patuxent River. man, throw someone in the Patuxent River now, and that's definitely a protest. I don't know how true it is. I'll take it with a grain of salt, kind of like the Rock at Plymouth and the Rock where Roger Williams lived. There's a lot of that stuff around there. They say it's around this area, but there's no real hard evidence of that. So unless it's there, I don't believe it. So yes, this was the very first custom house for Providence, like I said earlier, for, you know, weighing stuff out, trade goods and everything. So before we move into the other one, which you guys saw, I think it was 1867 as well, built around the same time as the hospital. So it's probably the same construction people that built that. Or was it 1857? I can't remember the date. It's around there. Might have been 1857. But it's right there. And we're going to see some markers. Now, these are kind of interesting. These are where the hurricanes came in with the water. In 1815, you see the level there. In 1830 there as well. We got whacked with 2 major hurricanes within that time period. We now have some walls up that hopefully will stop that from happening again. But Providence has been underwater a couple times when the hurricanes have come down and smashed us. And these are some lines of that.
Oh, so those silly little gnomes want to play around with time? I've been there before. I've used a time machine. So theirs is with magic? I've also been there before. Oh, Boggles. You need to foil this. I don't care how you do it. But throw a monkey wrench in there. Or even a monkey. I hear they have a new friend, Bob. He's not afraid of me. Wants to wrestle me. Maybe he should wrestle the wannabe Chuckles before he wrestles me. Because I'll tear his ears off. And I'll have me some rabbit gnome stew.
So we moved to a great church, a Baptist church right here in Providence. And of course, the original structure is not there. But this is the site where Roger Williams in 1638 set up his Baptist church. And the church that's there right now stands upon the original grounds. Gorgeous building. If you guys get a chance to go check that out, definitely do. This is right off the right behind. No, it's actually on the same street as RISD. So I apologize. So it's down a little further from that, and it's got some really cool artwork in the side of there, and the inside of the church is beautiful as well. But I was asked not to take pictures, so I respected that of the inside, and you guys got the outside there. So, guys, if you want some more of this content, please feel free to subscribe to my TikTok station, which is Rendrag Selak, as I post videos up there that I don't post here. Guys, one more church for today's episode, and it is the First Universal Church. This is also in downtown Providence, right across from the Providence Library, celebrating the 150-year anniversary, by the way. So this was established in 1821, but the structure wasn't built until 1872. You know, the best thing about these churches, guys, you can visit these still. Go to the services. They're still running. So if you're looking for something to do, go to a church service each Sunday, something different in Providence. Experience some of the love and the light of worship inside these structures. Guaranteed a good time.